Welcome to the live, everyone. Welcome to the live. How is everyone doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Danielle speaks. Welcome. Comes a bitch. Welcome. Wind whispers. Welcome. Jennifer. Welcome, Villanova. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We got to talk about Cuban Karen and her sidekick. They over there talking the ish. Sheba, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, Johnny Mac. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Welcome to the live. God, make sure y'all hit that like button. It helps with the algorithm. Take care of your boy. Please believe it. Please. Tonight we have a wonderful, extravagant show for you tonight. Just another troll. Welcome. Just another troll. Welcome. Just another troll. Welcome. Welcome to the live. Whew. So, take a sip of my drink. You know, I pride myself on being entertaining and making people laugh, at least trying to. We're living in very, very rough times nowadays. With the pandemic and everything else that's going on. People have went mad. And one person in particular that has gone mad is Cuban Karen. Cuban Karen has lost her mind. Officially. Cuban Karen. Can a brother get $1 and a donut? Cuban Karen. Can a brother get $1? Can I get $1 for every lie you told? Can I get $1 for every lie you told? Can I get $1? Oh, Cuban Karen. Can I get $1 for every lie that you told? Can I get $1 for every lie that you told? Oh, Cuban Karen. Let the world know now that you lost your mind. Lying on a black man. Ain't that a shame now? Nobody never said they wanted to R your daughter. Nobody ever said they wanted to R your daughter. And I don't think that my subscribers would have went for that. So won't you start stating facts? Cuban Karen. Nobody never said they wanted to R your daughter. Just acting barely. So you got to do. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Cuban Karen and her sidekick clown that she hired to check me. Who gonna check me, boo? And we're going to respond. We're going to debunk the lies, and hopefully we can move forward from this. Welcome to the live, Terry Time, the oldest and the baddest. It's an honor to see you here. Haven't seen you in a while. Haven't talked to you in a while. Still love you. Always will. Never forget what you did for me with my cats. I love you, baby girl. Don't ever forget that, all right? Don't ever forget that. Moving on. I am a very outspoken individual. Sometimes I may say things that can be harsh, crude, rude, but we all have that inside of us. I would never in my life try to R a woman. Have you seen the women in Scottsdale? Maria, Cuban Karen, excuse me. Let me get it right. Have you seen some of the women that I've talked to in my life? I won't need to do anything to your daughter that she doesn't want done to her. And it's not hard to go down the street to find a chick. They're on every bus stop, for crying out loud. Every social event, for crying out loud. Every daggone Starbucks, for crying out loud. Nobody needs to do anything to your daughter, so stop lying and saying that. And if you had proof that I said that, you would be playing the proof. Show the proof. Show the proof. Show the proof where I said I wanted to R your daughter. Welcome to the live, Wendy. Welcome to the live, Wendy. Welcome to the live, Wendy. Welcome, welcome. So, Maria, again, we have a Cuban woman lying on a black man to attempt to put him behind bars, get him incarcerated. Maria, your daughter wished she could be with me. She wished that she could lick the bottom of my feet. Cuban Karen. I'm a sexy motherfucker. I'm a sexy motherfucker. We have a very special guest about to come up. Johnny Mac is a phenomenal YouTube content creator. He brings the real, he brings the truth, he brings the facts, he brings the facts of life. If my mods can find the link to his channel, and please post it in the chat, because this is a content creator that you should be following. I believe within the next 90 to 180 days, he will hit 100,000 subscribers, because his content is that pure, that raw, and it's real. It's real, authentic content that you can't get on these internet streets. You can't. So with further ado, I want to introduce Johnny Mac to my audience.
Hey, thank you very much. That's some very kind words. I appreciate that.
Hey, I like to keep it real, brother.
Me too. Me too.
I like to keep it real. Thank you for taking the opportunity to join me tonight. I know we have ran across an individual that I refer to her as Cuban Karen.
She has many hats, many names.
Many hats, many names. Yeah. and I've been dealing with her for a little too long now. Um, but you have came across some dealings with her, and I know you only got a certain amount of time, so I want to play some of this
No, we're
stuff
good.
that she
No,
said.
take your time. I'm good. I'm good. I
But,
freed up
but
my schedule. I can if we run a little bit over, no problem.
okay, but before I get into playing this stuff, I wanted to kind of get your story of your interaction with her and how it came to be so detrimental the way it is.
Are we starting with her? You want me to start with how I ran into Maria, or do you want me to give you some background on Chicago Muscle, or you want me to start with Maria and then we'll get into the
We'll
muscle?
start with Maria because
Okay.
we'll get to Chicago Muscle when we listen to the tape. He's
Okay.
a clown.
Yeah,
you know.
he's a nobody. With Maria, so I know Terry Time. All right, she knows that I'm interested in the paranormal. I mentioned it on my. I have a couple of channels, and she knew that Sophie was into that, so she kind of introduced us. Now, Sophie was being bullied on here, and she was getting it from multiple people. But when I came into the community, what I noticed was Maria was the one that was relentlessly bashing her, even though she had been gone for over a month. It was Maria that was just relentless and just overly nasty, right? Surprisingly
Yeah.
nasty from an outside perspective. So I kind of like made a comment. I tried to reach out to her and was ignored. So she basically, so I just threw up a thumbnail and I went at her because the stuff that she was doing to her was just so deplorable to Sophie. And it's not, and they're going to say, oh, well, Johnny Mac came in and started bullying Maria. Well, that's nonsense because I sat back for at least a week watching the chats. And when you see her comment anything from Maria, and I have screenshots, in addition to stuff, an abundance of evidence that was sent to me, I took screenshots myself. Now, when she comments in the chat, it's either a threat or something nasty, an insult of some kind, or it's a joke like "Don't make me dox you." Now, how does that joke even come to be unless you are a chronic doxer? Which I know that she is because I've received screenshots of family members, parents, children, grandchildren. It's absurd the amount of people she's doxed. So
she posted my daughter.
Right.
She posted my daughter.
That's a prime example. So I was already aware of who I was dealing with. Right. So I knew that what I was dealing with was a bully right off the rip. So that's where that kind of got started. And she, in the process of the back and forth with her, she's now looking for as many alliances as possible as she's building an army. In her words, she's building an army to come after people. So that's where we get in. That's where the maggot kind of comes into play. But that's kind of where but knowing Maria, or not knowing Maria, after just coming into the community and making my presence known, she started sending text messages to Sophie in which there's threats to have me arrested, calling me all kinds of deplorable, despicable names. That's kind of how I got to know her.
Okay. To give you a little bit of backstory, I got to know her because of the 90-day community, and a problem started when somebody that used to mod for me named Cooch said something about her in my chat, and then she hopped on panel with me, kept complaining about what Cooch was saying, and I'm like, well, I need time to go back and look to see what was going on before I'm not going to just reprimand my mod for you. I don't know you.
Right.
That's my mod.
Right. And you got to see the evidence. You can't just run with what somebody tells you anyway, and you know that.
Yeah. It's just such things called journalistic integrity, and me owning Real Entertainment News and being a blogger for a very long time, I have that. A lot of these new YouTubers, they just don't have journalistic integrity, and you have to get your facts right. A lot of times these stories are going around and there's no facts behind it. Like where's your facts? If I said I was going to R your daughter and there was audio of that, why isn't she playing that? Why
Well,
isn't that audio being played?
and you know that it would be. You know that it absolutely would be. There's nothing that she would not use. An example, last night, I did a video yesterday calling out her nonsense. So last night, she does a live, and during that live, in the private chat, there's somebody copied my name, and they started saying despicable things and threats and all kinds of stuff. So my question is, since Ann Graham vouches for that, she says, I looked at it and it was his account. Why didn't you start a screen recording and then click on my profile and show everybody how it goes to my account and show all my sub count so you can verify that it's me? Why didn't you do a screen recording of that? Why? But you know what I mean? You would think that would be the smoking gun you would need to use on me. But what they do is they'll lie and then vouch for each other with no evidence, no receipts whatsoever, no journalistic integrity, no fact checking, no nothing. And they'll run with it.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I'm not going to put the video up on the screen. I'm going to just play it from here. And then I'm going to stop momentarily so we could do kind of like commentary. I don't think this goes pretty long, but I think it's like 10, 15 minutes of what I really need to let people hear. And it's her bringing on this guy. I guess his name is Chicago. I don't know anything about him. I don't even know who he is. And it sounds like he's a Captain Save-A-Hole from Maria.
He's a troll. He's a troll.
He's a troll.
Yes.
Okay.
No face, no name. That's it.
So I've seen that you've had a lot of interaction with him, and he comes from MobTube, right?
Yes. He
Okay.
he started as a viewer, subscriber in Tony Pizza's chat, the animal abuser guy. I'm sure you've probably heard about this guy, the guy that beats the dogs live. He's also a stone cold racist bigot. That Chicago Muscle started as a mod in his chat. Okay, he got his wrench taken, went on this whole crusade. That's when he started his channel to attack Tony Pizza, and he was just a troll then, but now he's still a troll, and that's how I got to know him. So then he started coming at me because I was still talking to Tony Pizza, but we parted ways because he's a disgusting person too, and he abuses animals. But they became friends again. So that's where he came to be. Yeah, he's nothing but a troll, and he's pretty much been exiled from MobTube. Everybody's taken his wrench away. They don't want anything to do with him. Now he found Maria, and it's like a match made in hell.
Please believe it, please. Holly, if you came to know about that. That was one thing that me and Terry Tom had in common. We used to always talk about just the New York mob, and I'm from Philly. I'm from South Philadelphia, so the Italian mob, down there in South Philly, and we just used to just share stories, but never online, just personal conversations. Me and her, would have, just because I'm very interested in the mob stuff and what's going on with the mob.
The content's great. But it's not. But in MobTube with these creators, it's not about mob content. The content's lost. It's basically the same stuff that's going on in this community, in that community. There's no content. It's just beefing. So, and that's a shame, because that's what I got into it for, was the nostalgia of hearing those stories. About the Italian mob, which kind of no longer exists. I mean, it does, but because of technology and RICO laws, the heyday of the mafia is no more. So those stories and those characters that no longer exist. I mean, most of them are dying now. You have Sammy the Bull, but he's an elderly man. So the stories being told, people want to hear that content, but it's no longer. It's not about that anymore. It's beefing, and that's a shame. So I want to get away from it.
Plus, with all technology and everything that's going on now, I just think that the mob, they don't have as much of a stronghold on things as they had before, and it's difficult to do some of the things that they were able to do. It's too many cameras to do that nowadays.
Yep. And then the RICO laws, the
Rico's. Oh, that
extensive
destroyed you.
freaking sentences they're handing out. You know, the fear was taken from. See, it used to be nobody talked because they would be afraid of the consequences, but now they're afraid of the government even more than the mafia. So they end up cooperating, and it takes away all the power from the organized crime.
Yeah, and plus, you know, and I think the mob today, they're not trying to go around and unalive people. They're trying to make money. Like, they don't have time to be dealing with, you know, and they have already too many other things to fight to be worried about, you know, just dumb, frivolous beef, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's pretty much what it's. Organized crime has probably gotten more into like computerized crime and stuff these days.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have to evolve just like everybody else. So, yeah, I think they've gotten away from the violence. You're right.
Kind of like what Nicky Scarfo Jr. was doing before he went to jail.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
So with that being said, we're going to start playing this. I got to speed it up. I'm not going to show it on the screen because I don't want her to try to flag me or anything, but I speeded it up and we're going to play it. Do you know who this Alpha Omega Muscle is?
Yeah, it's him. That's Chicago Muscle. He changes his name. It's either Chicago Muscle Forever or Alpha. He's a clown. He's a clown, a literal clown. He believes he plays this character that he's made for himself. This larger than life tough guy persona.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know him from a can of spray paint, and I just don't understand how you can take a woman's word, not come and speak to the man that she's accusing of R. How many people have you seen get exonerated for that? That's a serious crime to put on somebody. What is it, Mr. Muscle? You know, I'm not going to disrespect you, but you took what she said and you took it for light. Jen Bailey will tell you I never said that. Now, did I say I wanted to smash her daughter? Absolutely. But every man wants to smash a lot of women. There's no crime in that. I never said I wanted to R anyone. Why didn't you ask for the tape, Mr. Muscle?
Very important.
Why didn't you ask for the tape? I understand that's your friend and all. And I understand you want to ride for your friend. But why didn't you ask for the tape?
Well, I can probably weigh in on that a little bit. It's my speculation. Of course, I could never speak for this guy. I don't even know his language. But he did make videos with Klan members standing in full dress, laughing about my family being underneath the robes. So the guy's a stone cold racist. So, I mean, two guesses as to what his problem is. You know, he's been harassing me because of this for a year now. So, I mean, does he really need a reason if he's a hateful person like that? I mean, that's what it is.
He also stated that the Hells Angels are here in Arizona. Hells Angels been on the West Coast.
That's another one.
So what are you saying?
With them. He's with them too. And you know that 1%ers are not on here saying that who they are, what they are, and what they can do to you. That doesn't happen. Like that's
Yes. And then he said that he had African American friends that will take care of me for him. So now you're threatening my life, Mr. Muscle, and you don't even know me? Well, you're threatening my life and you don't even know me.
Well, ask him that if you drop the link, I mean, it would be nice. He could come on, show his face like a man and hash this out. I mean, it's very easy. You know, if another man extends an olive branch, here's the link. Come on, you talk to him, you show your face, and you deal with that man accordingly. He won't do that.
That sounds like a good thing to do. That's what we'll do. We'll drop the link for him. We'll drop the link for him.
You got to show your face. See, that's the thing. You know, can you have a conversation with this guy? He's not going to show his face like that. I think that's fair, right? Isn't that fair?
Yeah. Because you can see my face. You see who I am.
Right. You can see my face too. How can you be considered a man, really, if you don't show your face and you talk like that about and to another man, but you won't address him eye to eye, face to face? I mean, come on. I mean, that's not asking too much.
I want to know why you plan on getting Hell's Angels people to come attack me. when you don't even know me. And you haven't even seen any proof of me saying I wanted to R Cuban Karen's daughter. Where is the proof? You see what's going to happen in this community, uh, Johnny Mac? Somebody's going to be unalived off of a lie. And that's going to create a chain reaction of multiple people being unalived. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, this guy, in case you don't know, when he was going after Tony Pizza, he took all of the wrenches, all of his mods and all of the viewers and was doxing them, finding out their names, where they worked, trying to get them fired, putting up their pictures and attacking them. So he's doxed probably 40 people this year, but he says, and he said live and on video that if he gets doxed, he will call the police. He will contact law enforcement, but yet he's doxed probably 40 people this year. How do you explain that?
Yeah.
I mean, this is who he is.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Well, the link is dropped for him. We'll see if he comes, but we'll start playing some of this. You ready?
Yep, go ahead.
But I mean, that's just me. My daughter would think that's pretty weird, but I hate liars. So never talk to your daughter. You're the one who asked for something, not me. You're not your daughter, not anything. And never said I was paying $400. Haven't been mentioning this idiot.
Maria, you did. And you're going to admit to it in this video that you offered $250 on your community tab for my address. That is, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, Johnny Mac, isn't that all types of illegal? To offer a bounty on my address?
Well, if it was, she's not looking for your address because she wants to send you a Christmas card. She's looking for your address because she wants to dox you, harass you, and yes, that would be. I would think that would be illegal. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I mean, she's looking for it for a malicious intent. So yeah, that would be not the most legal thing in the world, I would imagine, especially if she's offering money. Well, heaven forbid something were to happen. If somebody was to come to your residence and she's offered money for that, she could then be held accountable. I would think that's pretty stupid on her part.
Yeah, she also told a lady named Christy Denver that she's connected to the Cuban mob, and that's why she needs my address to send somebody here.
Her and Muscle are a match made in heaven. I'm telling you right now. The lies, the stuff they come up with, it's ridiculous. It's common internet stuff. You know what I mean? It's everybody's larger than life. Everybody's a heavily decorated war hero. Everybody's 6'5", can bench 500 pounds. It's amazing the accomplishments that all these people have. Until they get exposed, and then they're nothing like they claim.
Yeah. Let me finish playing.
Red Entertainment because he lost his channel, so he lost his following. But you're going to keep it up, and I'm going to keep reporting you. And if that's why you lost your channel the first time, and you still don't learn, stop tagging me in your shit. Every time you tag me, I'm going to report your channel every single time.
That is against terms of service. You cannot report my channel for tagging you in the video. What you could do is make it to where you can't be tagged in the video. But it's not against terms of service for me to tag you in the video. It's not against terms of service for me to respond to this video, Miss Cuban Karen. So you should learn your terms of service because you're abusing the system and it's going to come back to bite you in your ASS.
Learn your lesson. This man was saying these horrible things about R-ing my daughter, and then he said that I wanted to get an RO on him only because he's black. And
where's the proof that I said I wanted to R your daughter? Maria, can we see the proof? Can we see the proof?
She should show
and
the
yes,
proof. Very
show
important.
the proof, Maria. Actually, I think I'm going to get T-shirts made called Show the Proof, Maria. Show the proof. Cuban Karen, show the proof. And yes, when you target a black man, you're prejudiced and racist.
She is racist, by the way. I was sent screenshots to prove it. Sorry.
Yes. She was sent screenshots to prove it. Let me see. Let me get finished playing.
All this about my daughter, and I have to stay quiet. Maria's not playing around at all. Nope. And what Dee got pissed off about is those screenshots. And before she had told Jen, "Hey Jen, I got proof that Brooke was there. I have it in my screenshots." This guy, Chicago Muscle. Look at Simple Sophie's last video, her live. She had this. They found this guy. His name is Kareem. We go back.
Why are you messing with Simply Sophie? She didn't do anything to you.
Nope.
Are you mad that she looks better than you? She's more attractive than you? You look like something out of a horror film?
Ain't that the truth?
And I say this respectfully. I'm sure your husband doesn't want to sleep with you at the end of the night. Imagine what that man got to go through just looking at you on a daily basis. That got to be hard living. It got to be hard living. You know what I mean, Johnny Mac?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Well, she keeps secrets from her husband, so that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, she keeps secrets from her husband, because I was told by some of her friends that she actually lost or concealed carry and did not tell her husband about it, and she lost this because of the YouTube drama. So that it appears they don't have a very good relationship, from what I've seen from an outside perspective.
Hey, let's not put nothing in the chat about the guest that's on here. Be respectful to the guest that is on here. If you don't have proof of that, then don't put it in the chat at all. If you don't have 100% proof, we're not looking for hearsay, say.
I have what charges? No, I do not. I do not have any sex charges. I don't have any charges against children. I have the DV, which was a fist fight from my stepdad. I showed the paperwork on that. See, that's what I'm talking about. He just makes stuff up. And like Maria, they just make up stuff. No proof, no receipts. I actually have a complete criminal history rundown I'm going to be doing of all of my charges from the day from my juvenile record on. I guess I should do my juvenile record too. I mean, you would think I wouldn't have to, but I don't want to leave any stone unturned. But see, that's what I'm talking about. I will. They don't have any proof, but that's a very serious accusation to make.
Yes, when you put accusations on that about people, that can get a person unalive if the wrong person hears that and tries to take justice into their own hands. So if you don't want that put on your mother, your father, brother, or uncle, don't put it on nobody else without 100% proof. This stuff is not rocket science, people. I think you people don't understand that we are real human beings, and things can happen in real life very quickly. Very quickly.
Yep.
Especially when you're dealing with somebody that has those type of charges against them. And then you have Maria trying to put those type of charges against me, where 96% of my following are women. And the women here know I didn't say that.
They know the same about me. I mean, there's a few people that follow her because they enjoy the drama and the nastiness, and they like to see her attack people. But I truly believe that there's the vast majority of people, like the people in this chat, they know right from wrong. They do.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
And that's the beautiful thing. And that's why I love my subs. I love my subs. You know, we're like a family. We help each other over here. You know, it's just amazing to have like-minded people that can see a vision and that see that you're not the scumbag that these people that never met you a day in their life try to make you out to be.
Right.
You know? Like, get to know the person for the person, you know? And don't judge a person off of what somebody else says about them. Get to know them yourself.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. That's the way it's supposed to be done, right? It's supposed
Absolutely.
to be done like that.
Absolutely.
My daughter, all because I followed him. I followed his account because he was a John Yates supporter. And when I saw what his account was about, he messaged me why he hadn't seen me on the chat. And I said, I don't agree with your channel. So I unfollowed. So the next thing I know, he tagged me and he said all these horrible things about my daughter.
So because you said you didn't want to follow me, I decided to attack your daughter. Well, can you show the screenshots, Maria? Show the screenshots. Please.
It's that simple, right? It should be that simple.
Yeah, it should be that simple. But here's the thing. I don't understand why people are not asking for the screenshots?
That's
Why are
another
they not asking for the proof?
good point. Good point. They should be.
You know, and then people want to call themselves journalists. They want to call themselves, reporters, and they should be ashamed to call themselves YouTubers. Because if you're allowing people on your platform, Selfie Queen Cindy and JJ, without proof of what they're saying, or not challenging them, then you become part of the problem, and that's why you get blasted right along with them. Because you failed to do the simple thing of asking, show the proof. Show it. If you haven't, show it. That's why we're playing this today, because we're going to show what she said, what she admitted to saying, and what this clown Chicago said. You see, facts on top of facts equal facts. You can't examine a tape. Shout out to Albert Anastasia for that saying. You cannot cross-examine a tape. If it's on tape, it's on tape. You're caught. You can't cross-examine a tape, Cuban Karen. Yeah. Drop the tapes. Drop the tapes. The audio. Where is it?
Maria also for mentioning Bill like he was innocent. He was the one spreading lies about a fake racist comment. Yep. And he said, because I wanted to get his address, he said,
I never spreaded anything about that quote unquote racist comment that they put on you, Cuban Karen. I don't care about you to spread anything.
Good point.
Have you been racist towards me? Absolutely. But I don't know anything about you being racist towards Native Americans or indigenous people. That has nothing to do with me. You see, I stay in my lane, Maria. I deal with what I deal with that has to do with me. And I'm not here to destroy you. I just want you to get a life and leave me the F alone. Go jerk off your husband.
Why does she want your address, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
She's saying that she wants to serve me on RO, but Christy Denver said otherwise. She wants me unalived. And I believe that.
An RO. I don't understand this RO business with people in other states. What do you need a restraining order for somebody in another state? It's ridiculous.
We never met in a day in our lives. I never seen this lady face to face. I probably would walk past if I seen her in the street. You know? Like it doesn't make any sense for all this just for online stuff. Online stuff?
Because these certain people, if you respond to them or you ask them a tough question and they feel slighted or they're ashamed of themselves or you make them embarrassed or something, then they'll do whatever it takes to try to hurt you. And they're used to doing that because, like on the internet, you're behind the camera somewhere in a basement, behind the monitor somewhere, safe, and there's zero accountability, and people have gotten used to doing this stuff. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Dreams ago, can you drop the link, please, if you can get it? He said that I wanted to get the black.
And she's dropping the link for the guy Chicago. Let everybody know. She's dropping the link for the guy Chicago.
Black man Cade, because I wanted to serve him an RO. Because it's okay for him to say nasty shit about my daughter, but I can't say anything back to him because he's a black man.
You can say whatever you want to say. Your daughter is 30 years old. She's married. Allegedly. My daughter is a minor. So you posting my daughter, calling her ugly, is disgusting. Because your daughter ain't the prettiest thing in the world. Let's get it right. Now, Johnny Mac, I'm a real man. I did post a picture of her daughter, her 30-year-old daughter, and said, hot or not. And that was after she posted my minor daughter, calling her ugly.
That's I don't even think it's even so she posted your minor daughter first.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's in her character. I mean, I figured that, but why is she even going there? Why? You know, like why does she go to family members like that? Why? You know,
what's going to happen is she's going to go to the wrong family member, and she's going to get a rude awakening. A rude awakening.
Now, what she's doing is,
you know?
This is what I don't understand. Once you come on a live, whether you delete it or not, it's out there. Somebody has it. YouTube has it. Whether you delete it or not, it's still there. They still have it. This is the legacy you leave behind. You know, people, your kids are going to see this. Grandkids will be able to see this. So this is your legacy. This is what she wants to leave behind for people to see who she is. I don't get that.
Her daughter wrote a letter to the community apologizing for her mom's actions and said that they tried to do a sit down with Cuban Karen and tell her to get off the internet. She just won't stop.
Yeah, I heard that.
She just won't get off. You know, she's had people, you know, blast out her car windows. Like, at what point
and that's
do you
not
realize?
enough. I know. That's not a wake-up call. You know, let's just keep this going.
Yeah, it's like, miss, it's people is crazy out here. Crazier than you. Because you're definitely crazy, Maria. You're definitely crazy. And again, you can't flag my video for tagging you in a post. That's against terms of services. You're misusing the TOS guideline, which you can do.
She misused them tonight, and she had 2 videos stopped, 2 live streams cut short in the middle of them because what she was doing was against YouTube guidelines and policies.
They shut her down in the middle of her live?
She was shut down in the middle of a live. She started another live doing the same damn thing. 5 minutes into that one, cut short. You can't do that shit, Maria. It don't work like that. Okay? There's consequences in life. You can't be hateful and keep bullying all day long.
You have to follow terms of service. You could do your thing, but it needs to be in the realms of terms of service. Mm-hmm. I hope you learned that today. But I'm sure a hard head will make a soft ass.
Are you kidding me? So, of course, shitty Johnny Mac found this guy. I told Maria last night that Johnny Mac is dumb because Maria's Latina. She can't be racist. I'm not a racist. I just hate men with big titties like Johnny Mac. That's not being racist. Hold on a second.
Do I have big titties? Do you hear the nonsense that they say?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's why we're exposing it right now. This is your own words, Maria. You gonna flag me for playing your own words? This is what you said. You owe that man an apology. You owe that man an apology.
Hello?
And this is when the Chicago muscle dude comes up. We're going to take a 30-second break. Put a 1 in the chat if you're enjoying the live, guys. Put a 2 in the chat if you want me to shut the F up forever. Let's go. Guys, really quickly before we get started, if you would like to support Real Entertainment News, we have Cash App. My Cash App is the kid Lefty. I have Venmo, which is at Real Entertainment News. Zelle and PayPal are both Kareem Williams 29. My mods will put that in the chat for you guys. All donations are appreciated. If you donate, I will sing to you. I will, of course, sing to you as I always do. You know, I love to sing and make up my tunes. And all donations are going towards me paying my bills and getting food because y'all know that I had a serious health scare the past month or so. So I'm getting back into the swing of things. Things are doing great. I'm losing weight. I'm keeping the train going and doing my thing. Also, lastly, if you look at the top, pin to the top, if you don't want to give me money, which is fine, check out the Amazon wish list. Support me by getting me something from the Amazon wish list. Shout out to everybody that has gotten me something from the Amazon wish list thus far. I truly, 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 truly appreciate the love and support. And that's one of the big things when you have talent and you build a community and you have people that like you, love you, and trust you, they'll support you. People support what they like. So if you can be able, and this is for all content creators, this is a gem. Make sure that you provide your audience with what they want. Because if you can do that, they will provide you with what you want. Everybody knows I don't do this just to do it. I do this to make money. I'm not just getting on the computer just for the ish and giggles. You know? Please believe it, please. You know, I'm looking to build an income and build sustainable wealth for myself, my daughter, and her kids when she has them. So, and that means getting on here, doing the things that I do, and taking care of my subscribers and treating this as a family. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean, Johnny?
I hear you. I hear you.
So now we have the Chicago guy on here.
Oh, here we go.
What's up?
Hey.
So you got the race card?
Johnny
Got the race card being played on you, do you?
Yeah. Can you imagine the website before? Or the complexity shit that he freaks out, so he thinks it's okay to attack women because he's afraid to go after a man because he's only 5'4".
So what does 5'4" have to do with?
I'm not 5'4", by the way, but I am shorter. But I mean, look. First of all, the maggot came in. The first thing he did was he did a video on Britters, okay, and among other people. So he's already attacked like 5 women in the community within the first 2 days. So keep that in mind as she talks here.
But why are they just, Maria, you don't look that tall yourself. And I'm pretty sure you're not 6 feet. So how you going to judge somebody because of their height?
That's what that's anything possible, they'll use it.
Welcome to the live.
So he's got to come after women.
Who's this guy that was saying stuff about your daughter? That's what caught my interest.
He is a man. He's a really, really nasty person. He used to follow John Yates, and then John Yates had said one time, "Hey, everybody, follow him. He's a good guy to follow." So like we do, always drop links. We followed him. I followed him for a week.
You're talking about that big fat guy who thinks he's Biggie G and he's got like cramp going on. I've already found him. See, I don't miss a thing.
He can't even breathe. He's like, I'm a rubber. And the other day,
what's the thing about?
So, Maria, I have a record that's on Spotify that has over 100,000 streams. I'm the first independent artist to be featured on Radar Online. Okay? I'm the first independent artist to be in the magazine, Star Magazine. Okay? No record deal. Okay? Was on Dr. Phil, right? Inside Edition, right? The Dr. Drew Show, right? They all talked about the record that I recorded. So until you can get that level of fame from one record, then you can come and talk to me. It's not accounting the money that I made off the record. So when you say I'm a wannabe rapper, no, I really did it. I rapped in the same studio as Jay-Z. I have stories that I can tell from me doing music. So let's not talk about music because I do this. I do music. Hold on, I gotta sing to somebody really quick. They just donated. I'm just trying to see. Give me 2 seconds. I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds. Thank you for the $24.99, Terry. Thank you for the $24.99. Thank you for the $24.99, Terry time. Thank you. Thank you for the $24.99. Thank you for the $24.99. Thank you for the thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the respect. Thank you so, so much. Now, Maria, when you can blow vocals like that, Maria, then you can holler at me. When Dr. Phil calls you to come on his show, then you can holler at me. When the BET Awards send you tickets to come cover their event, then you can holler at me. Until then, shut the F up forever, Maria. Shut the F up forever. Because your credentials don't match mine. Facts. Sorry, Johnny Mac. I don't want to get out of character, you know what I mean? You know?
About your daughter, because that's the thing I'm most interested in. What did he say about the R word and your daughter?
Yeah, he messaged me on IG and he asked me why he hadn't seen me in his chat, because he used to send me the link and I would go in. I went in two or three times, and then I saw that he was attacking women, and I told him, look, I even screen recorded the whole conversation. I said, you're attacking a friend of mine, and I don't feel comfortable with the way you attack women. And then he goes, oh, we got a Karen here. Is it because you're white? You don't like a black man? And I said, why do you have to bring color into it? It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. It has to do with the man that you are. So then he went on a live. He posted my work information with my work picture. And he said, this woman wants to see a black man go to heaven. She wants to see me D. And she's a racist. I don't think she should be working.
Number one, I never posted your work information. I posted your work picture. Yes. That's your picture. And let me ask you this, Johnny Mac. Her picture is on a public website for her company. So me posting a picture that's on a public website that anybody can see. Anybody can see.
So what?
That's not doxing.
No. If you were to steal that from her private Facebook and put it out there, then that would be doxing. But if it's out there publicly, it's already out there. How can you dox something that's already out there? That defeats the purpose of it, right? The doxing point is putting it out there. If it's already out there, you can't dox it. Come on.
I was on the Dr. Phil episode where they were talking about Jodi Arias. That's the episode I was on. I don't know what the episode is though. I think you got to be part of like Hulu or something to see that episode or whatever the case may be. But nevertheless, yeah, like, why would I say you don't need to have a job? You see, I don't want to mess up nobody's money because I know where the route that people will go if they got to get it another way. Because I come from the projects. Fifth and Washington, Southwark, I done seen some shit. So I would never try to put a person in a situation to where they're going to lose their income and not be able to pay their bills. I don't care how much I don't like you. Because I have integrity. I have morals. I have character. And there's certain things you just don't do. And that's one thing I kind of feel like the world is missing by not having the old mob around, because the old mob taught integrity, morals, respect. You don't just take one guy's story and go on with that story. You get both stories and you figure out what it is because it's somewhere in the middle. That's an individual people respect. That's the individual people love. That's an individual people will support. Not the trash that you out here doing, Maria. Not the trash that you out here doing, Chicago. Captain Saving Holes. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, brother? You don't even know me. We dropped the link for us to speak. You didn't even come up. But you don't even know me.
Oh, you best believe he's watching. He's watching. He's in the bushes. I know that.
He's a sucker. He's a true sucker. Chicago muscle. Where your muscle at? Where your muscle at?
And then he says he made up the song about that he wanted to do all these nasty things and are my daughter. And all these women in the chat were saying, oh, you're so funny. You're.
In the words of Brookie, 90 Days on Blast. Prove it. Prove it. Maria, can you prove it? Play the tape. Play the tape while I said it. Play the tape while I said it. Play the tape when I said it.
But that's good enough for Maggot. That's good enough.
For Maggot, that's good enough.
For her
now,
saying
what is now? What if he found out that? Well, he's definitely going to find out that wasn't said. What is he going to do then?
They turn the blind eye. Then they change the subject and they move on to something else. And if you try to bring it up, you get blocked or you get attacked. I'm telling you, that's what they do. You'll see. He knows. He knows he's in the wrong.
I can send you the recording of it. And he said,
yeah, please do.
And he goes,
ooh, I can see the recording of it. Johnny Mac, why she hasn't released the recording of it?
Oh, there you go. She's admitting right there that she has a receipt for what he said, for supposedly what he said. Where is it? You know she'd be playing that on loop right now.
This is what I want. People. Hashtag Maria show the proof. Maria show the proof. Maria show the proof. Hashtag it. Hashtag it all over the internet. Maria show the proof. Because she just said right here that she have it. And I'm going to rewind a little bit so we can hear that clearly.
He posted my work information with my work picture. And he said, this woman wants to see a black man go to heaven. She wants to see me D. And she's a racist. I don't think she should be working. And then he says he made up the song about that he wanted to do all these nasty things and are my daughter. And all these women in the chat were saying, oh, you're so funny. You're hilarious. But it went on and on. I can send you the recording of it. And he said,
yeah, please do.
And he goes, why is she mad at me? Maria's daughter is not a teenager. She's an adult. So if I want to have sex with her daughter, I can. Why can't I do this to her?
And that's the truth. If she's an adult and I want to, I have the right to want to. That don't mean I'm going to. That don't mean I have the opportunity. But we all want to have intercourse with somebody. Am I right or wrong, Johnny Mac?
That's human nature.
Am I right or wrong?
Human nature, right? You can't
human
change human nature, Maria.
Maria, you got your husband drunk so he can want to have intercourse with you. Allegedly, and in my opinion.
At least once, right?
Yeah, because, I mean, anybody waking up to that is, oh, my goodness gracious. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Jesus Christ. Woo! Father, forgive me.
And I was like, so he was
so,
on.
So this guy's calling you a racist. What have you said racist to him?
Nothing. I reported.
So you're telling me that he's got a victim complex.
Right. I wanted to get an RO on him because he was doing the same shit.
Bully.
He was really nasty against my daughter, and he kept saying all the shit.
She says she wants to get an RO on me because I'm doing the same thing that Johnny Mac is doing. Well, what is Johnny Mac doing? Responding to the BS that you saying. We have the right as content creators to respond.
Thank you. See, people see it. Finally, somebody else sees it besides me.
Who's this?
We do have the right to respond. And if you notice, you respond kind of like how I respond. You respond purely to what was said, and you don't need to start throwing out nasty attacks. You just debunk what they say and move on.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you, Johnny. This is a new me. This wasn't the old me. I used to be relentless.
Me neither. I came into this not knowing really how YouTube was the behind the scenes stuff. So I had to acclimate myself a little bit. So yeah, I understand. I get it.
And he kept posting my pictures up and saying, this is her work picture. She's a racist. She shouldn't be working because she wants to get a black man paid. I've never threatened him. I said I'm not following his YouTube page. That was it. So then he started threatening some other people.
This stuff is so silly. And this guy's over here having a fit, trying to say you're trying to get a black man caged.
Yeah, hey, because I had somebody not. Here's what happened. He lives in Arizona.
He laughs a lot.
I had somebody go to his.
Say that again.
He likes to laugh. This guy, he's got this
complex.
Well, yeah, a complex. He does have that, but he's got this lunatic sounding laugh, and he overdoes it. It's like a forced laugh, and I don't know if anybody's told him it's not very flattering.
Yeah, definitely not.
No,
he definitely ain't picking no women up at the biker club.
Not at all.
So I want y'all to listen carefully to how she says she sent people to an address that she thought was mine.
She wants to get a black man paid. I've never threatened him. I said I'm not following his YouTube page. That was it. So then he started threatening some other people.
This stuff is so silly. And this guy's over here having a fit, trying to say you're trying to get a black man caged.
Yeah, hey, because I had somebody not. Here's what happened.
See how he finds that funny? A black man. He's laughing at the race part. This guy is a stone cold racist, and you see, you can hear it right there for yourself. What he thinks is funny. I wanted to point that out.
Yes. Every time he says a black man, he starts laughing. Well, Chicago Muscle, maybe we should let the black friends that you have in the biker club know about your actions. How about that? And see how they feel about that.
Yeah, hey, because I had somebody not. Here's what happened. He lives in Arizona, and I had somebody go to his prior. I guess it was a prior place where he was renting.
He lives in Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? The Hells Angels are based in Arizona now.
Isn't that a threat right there?
Isn't that a coincidence? He's not. First off, he's not a Hell's Angel. Okay, that's a fact, because any patch holder is not going to be on here doing what he's doing. That's a fact. And he certainly wouldn't be announcing it like that. By him just doing that right there would have gotten him in hot water. That's a fact. So that shows you right there. He's a fraud, people. It's all this. I mean, if he was on here showing his face and we knew, hey, I know this guy, I know he knows some people, things would be different. But that's not what's happening here, folks. He's just lying. Just like Maria.
And you heard what she said. I sent somebody to his address. How dangerous is that?
That's an admission right there.
No, Johnny Mac. Let me ask you
this. Court of law. That right there is admissible in a court of law, right there.
So I can take that to go get an RO against her.
Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. And then you got this guy. Oh, what a coincidence! And he's threatening you with a biker gang, and she's saying, "Oh, I have his address." Basically, that's right there. They basically handed themselves over to you on a platter. Stupid. And now, if anybody was seriously going to do some shit in real life, do you think that they would do that? Just hand themselves over?
I would hope they wouldn't, but we know we got dummies out here. We know we got dummies out here.
They are dummies, but I mean, come on. That right there is enough to sink both of them. Both of them.
Here's my question about the RO, because a lot of people telling me if I go get it, then they will have my address. So it defeats the purpose of getting it if I don't want them to have my address, right?
Well, I don't know. I would have to. Maybe I would have to look on. I mean, they would be served, but they wouldn't be getting your address. I wouldn't think they would be getting a subpoena for court. You know, they would be going to the courthouse. I mean, I don't know. I've never went to get an RO on somebody, and I've never had one put on me. But if Maria gets one on me, I'm going to contest it, because I have so much evidence that she's a cyber bully, and she's already threatened to have me locked up. I have these receipts. But no, I would think that why would they do that? That would defeat the purpose, right? You would think it would.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But they were saying that they get your address because they need to know where they can't come to. But
yeah,
it's
I don't think so. No, they're getting that confused with YouTube when you strike somebody and it tells you who struck you. Like that is an asinine thing in itself. But I don't think restraining orders, I don't think work like that, because then that would be a liability if they were then giving out addresses, giving information that they didn't have originally, and they're a problem already. No, I don't think they could do that. Yeah, I don't. I would think that's a no, but I would still ask.
Because I think it's about time I might have to go that route, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look, this has gone too far. This was too far a long time ago. Talking about going to people's homes, I mean, that's why. This is YouTube. This is entertainment. This is not, I mean, when you talk about getting an army together like she is, and she's calling this guy, and this guy's a joke. You know, he's been threatening me for almost a year. Nobody's come to my house, and he's doxed my address. But you never know. I mean, she sends people. She does. She said that she has. So that's an admission from herself saying that she did that. So that changes it a little bit. It does.
Yeah, and and the words are coming from her mouth, not mine. Her mouth, her admission. Mm-hmm. Let's keep playing.
Yeah, because I had somebody knock. Here's what happened. He lives in Arizona, and I had somebody go to his prior. I guess it was a prior place where he was renting.
He lives in Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? The Hells Angels are based in Arizona now.
So he went and he knocked. I had somebody go there, like I had him served there. So somebody knocked there, and he wasn't home because he had already moved out of there. So those people that are living there, he knew who they were, obviously. And he said, "You go tell Maria my life is in danger because she can't go to this kind of neighborhood and serve me, and they'll think he's a snitch, and she's going to cost me the life." And I said, "Okay, I'll find out where he lives. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop trying to do it as long as you're live telling all this shit about me.
I'm not going to stop." So, that is very telling right there. That right there shows who the aggressor is. I'm not going to stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy that we're sitting here and we're listening to this, because this is just, if anybody does, after watching this, if everybody doesn't believe what I'm saying, then you just hate me just to hate me.
Right. And
you want bodily harm to happen to me. Because this is a detective dream. She's solving the case for the detective.
Me, and they'll think he's a snitch, and she's going to cost me the life. And I said, "Okay, I'll find out where he lives. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop trying to do it as long as you're live telling all this shit about me. You're a horrible person." So I said, they're going to keep knocking and knocking at the same house. That's the house I put the address on. Well, he had moved because he gets evicted so much from apartment to apartment. So I couldn't find him. So one time I put my community tab, somebody $250 who can give me his address so I can have him served. Well,
you heard that? You heard that, right?
See, now what you have a combination of things. You have her saying she will not stop. You have her offering money for the address. You have her saying she sent people to people's addresses before. You have this guy talking about a biker gang being based from that area. So that'll all work out perfect. You literally have her setting this guy up to be hurt.
Yeah.
That she's laying it all out. I mean, she's not very intelligent.
And the thing is that she's like a CPA or something like that. She's like a CPA. You would think
that she would have enough intelligence to know better. You would think. And you would think by this point in her life, and being as I think she's getting ready to have a grandchild, you would think this would not be the type of activity she would want to be engaged in. Just saying. But it's her.
Wow.
The address on. Well, he had moved because he gets evicted so much from apartment to apartment. So I couldn't find him. So one time I put on my community tab, I'll pay somebody $250 who can give me his address so I can have him served. Well, he ran on his YouTube and he says, "Oh my God, she's got a $250 bounty on my head. She wants to see a black man Cade." And I go, "Are you kidding me?" I literally said to get him served.
Here's how we'll deal with him. I got so many black friends. I got enough. We'll just let them deal with him, so he can't call us racist and cry.
Okay, all right. So what he's saying is, in so many words, he's going to have this man hurt by a black man, so he cannot say it was racially motivated. That's what he's saying. So you got, just in case people don't realize street talk, he's saying he can't call it a hate crime because it's going to be done by a black man.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Shout out to Brat. Welcome to the live. We're going to take another 30-second break. This stuff is heavy, man. This stuff is really, 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 really heavy.
Very, very informative.
And Johnny Mac, whenever you got to go, just let me know. You know what I mean? I appreciate your time. I appreciate you, sitting here with me. And this is like, I'm glad I brought you on because this is like my second time, and I didn't even listen up to this point. Somebody sent me this morning or yesterday, So, like, I'm concerned. I'm concerned,
Yeah, they're sick people. They really are.
So, guys, 30 seconds. Put a 1 in the chat if you're enjoying the live. Put a 2 in the chat if you want us to shut the F up forever. Let's go. Love to you too, Lori. Love to you too. Guys, really quickly, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get a free subscription to my Twitch. It doesn't cost you a dime if you have Amazon Prime to get a free subscription to my Twitch. When you get a free subscription to my Twitch, you get to receive the amazing emojis that the wonderful, beautiful Julie Virgo created for me. She's the best person on YouTube that creates emojis, and she does them at a very, very affordable price. So if you have a channel and you need emojis for your subscribers, hit up Julie Virgo. She'll take care of you. But please, guys, do me a favor. And if you have Amazon Prime, help me build my Twitch. Become a subscriber to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. And these are the steps to do it. If you need this, let any of my mods or me know, and I will get this information to you. Thank you. Please believe it. Please. Back to the regularly scheduled program.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I said, DJ, no, never mind after him. That's my home slice. Don't worry about all these people in this crap. Have you ever?
And now we got D, the one you went on her live that time that you saw with Jen.
Yeah.
Well, D is saying that I recently told her and Jen that I would offer anybody $400 for his information. This guy, this was over 6 months ago, or at least a little bit more.
No, that wasn't. Terry Lynn called me and told me as of a month ago, you've been offering $400 for my address. And I haven't even been talking about you, Maria. I haven't even been talking about you. She's upping the money for my address.
Yeah, she certainly makes money off of the drama because she made $300-something in one live stream just off of the drama for me. And that was a couple of live streams. So she didn't give me my cut.
Wow, she made $300?
Yeah, she made some good money for a couple of live streams going back and forth. Yeah, she did.
No, I don't think she wants that. I used to have a term back in the day that I used to say, I wouldn't give her my buttermilk. But I'm going to refrain from saying that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf.
I mean, but, I am too on here. Look, I've said it to many times on my show, is that have all the content creators. If you've been on here a while, nobody's hands are clean. We've all done shit on here. We've all gotten upset and said things or done things, but are you trying to be a better person? Are you trying to be a positive force in the universe, or a nasty person, a hateful person? And that's all you see with Maria and the people around her. You know, that's not what I want in my life. But this is the stuff that's forced on us. You know, she's a relentless bully.
Yeah, and guys, the live tonight was for us to show, for y'all to hear from her mouth, for y'all to see with your own eyes what's been going on. Show the proof. And I'm going to drop the link for anybody else that wants to come up really quickly, because I think we're probably done playing this. This is a long, I haven't listened to the whole live, but I think that we've gotten enough.
You got enough to know what you're dealing with, that's for sure.
You know,
now look, let me ask you this question. What do you think would be that serious on YouTube that would justify getting multiple people involved, like the maggot, and then paying for people's addresses and getting other people involved, biker gangs and this person, that person, to come deal with you off of YouTube for what? For what? What justifies that?
I think it's a jealousy thing. For me, I know for a fact that things started going downhill after my birthday last year. I got 46 gifts off my Amazon wish list. I got a bunch of money. I got some computers, laptops.
And they were able to witness this happen.
Yes. And then the super chats. I was doing anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a month off of super chats and stuff like that. People got mad, and then the tides turned. It went from he's abusive. So that same song that I would sing, that those same people would laugh, then they started taking offense to it. You know? Now, I can't say I was sitting here squeaky clean, because I had a lot of different stuff going on, a lot of beefs back and forth with a lot of different people.
Sure.
But nevertheless, I would only go after people after they went after me. I never provoked anybody.
That's where I'm at now. I refuse to go after people unless they come after me, because it's not called for. I just won't do it. But it seems
and Just Jules is running around talking about she helped with the cats. Just Jules made one phone call, and they came and got 14 cats. I'm very thankful for that. But Terry Time took care of the rest of the cats. Just Jules did not take care of 24 cats. She did not do that. She's lying. And all she did was make a phone call to somebody she found in the yellow pages. She's another one that just sits there, and she's so, what word am I looking for? Frantic, and she needs help. I don't think she should be online right now. Her mental capacity it's not going to end well for her, because she can't take the heat that she dishes. You know?
That seems to be the case with a lot of these bullies, cyber bullies. I mean, it's why Chicago Muscle won't show his face. It's why Maria has to have an army of people. But Jules, I mean, she dishes out so much. I tried to tell her when I was friends with her for like a half a second that, she was to chill out on some of these people. They may stop on her. But, I mean, that's she makes money off of it. It's a financial thing. It's what it's turned into.
Yeah, and going after Jen Bailey the way she goes after Jen Bailey is like, you can't expect people not to come at you when you can't complain about the very thing that you're doing to somebody else when they do it to you.
I know.
It doesn't make any sense.
I tried to explain that to her, and she knows that it's a financial thing. She just doesn't want to admit that. She makes money off of it. She has the memberships and all that, and the content that she does is commentating on Jen Bailey all day long, day in and day out. So she earns a living off of Jen's back. Those are facts.
Yeah, and I mean, at least just Jules, stand in your own mess. Be real with it. We know what it is because we see it. The people aren't blind and the people aren't stupid. They just may not like Jen Bailey, so they support you.
Yeah, or they like
You know what
drama.
I mean?
They just want to see somebody attacked.
Yeah. You know, like I think at the end of the day, like, you know, I got a lot of things planned for my channel, and I'm not going to let these people get me to where I was at before and get my channel taken down. But I have to address these type of things because calling somebody an R, saying somebody wanted to R your daughter is a very serious allegation. And if you had proof of that, you would have shown the proof. So, in the words of Brookie, aka 90 Days on Blast, prove it, prove it, prove it. And I also think, Johnny Mac, that some of these people are mad that I just have the natural talent to be charismatic with people. I mean, I've been rapping for 20 years.
They can't stand that. If you have any type of natural ability, and you use it and they see it, oh no, they ain't having that. They hate that. It's another thing. I think it's with me too, and like with Maria, she talks about Sophie's looks all the time. So it's a jealousy thing. It's very obvious. Chicago Muscle talks about me all the time. So it's a jealousy thing. You know, like he wishes that he could do what we do, show our faces, be charismatic, and people naturally like us because we speak the truth and we're not afraid to tell the truth. Those are leadership qualities, and people, they like that. You know, it's a good quality.
I always tell people, I'm not doing anything different than what you could do. Sure, I found my niche, which everybody has to find, but you can do just as well as I do, or that I'm trying to do on YouTube. There's no need because it doesn't cost you to subscribe to nobody.
Right.
And you can't tell people who and who not to donate to. So, you know, why are we policing other people's money? Why are we policing other people's channel? Worry about your own channel. Ann Graham, you're not even in the United States, Ann Graham. Worry about what's going on with you.
That? I know, it's crazy. It's literally crazy.
You know, Ann Graham said that she agrees with Rogue Hog's wife that I need to be unalived.
Wow.
Now, these people want me unalived because of YouTube.
And I'm sorry to laugh, but it's so crazy to hear that. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Somebody that you don't know and really anything about. You know, I really think that the majority of us, if we all sat in a room together and met that way, none of this shit would be going on because we would be right there. There would be accountability, and everybody would show each other the respect that was due. Right, but that's not the YouTube world we live in which reality and those rules do not apply on YouTube. They just don't. It's a whole nother world, whole other ball of wax. It takes some getting used to.
Yeah, I feel like people are more disrespectful because they know they're not going to see you in real life. I think if somebody was to get ran up on in real life,
they change.
I'll lie you not. Just Jules, Roadhog's wife, Roadhog himself, Maria, all these people. If somebody ran up on them in real life, I guarantee you they'll probably have a heart attack. They would. Because they probably don't know how to defend themselves.
The boldness would go away real quick, though. That at the very least. I know.
Yeah. And they'll be talking in that calm, let's talk this out. Let's talk this out.
Yeah.
But you wasn't just saying that online. What you were saying, you was pumping your chest out. You know?
And that is so ridiculous in itself. You know, if you look at that from an outside perspective, nobody's going to do anything. You can't reach through the screen and grab somebody. So to be talking tough or threatening people on YouTube, it's childish. It really is. It's you have no class if you do that. If you're arguing with somebody and you go to, you know, what's fight, you lose. You have then lost the argument. I mean, in my eyes anyway. I mean, look, even you want to talk about mob tube stuff. In the mob, they wouldn't just run with somebody's word. They would have a sit down and they would hear both sides and then make a ruling, right? There was accountability. So these people on here, they just want to make up their own rules, rewrite history. You know, first, that's what they're doing anyway in mob too, but that's what they do. They want to make up their own rules in which everybody else is accountable, but they take no accountability. That's pretty much where we're at with Maria, at least, and the people around her. So, I don't know.
Guys, no fighting in the chat, Wendy. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on, but guys, please no fighting. Please no fighting. SC, I guess this is a place where people can.
But yeah,
nobody should be talking about nobody's kids. Brothers, what's going on? What's going on? Why are people talking about people's kids? That's a no-no. Y'all people need to leave people's kids out of this stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get hurt talking about people's kids. Why are people talking about British kids? Leave her kids out of it.
That Maria's been doing that, actually. She's been putting posts up about her kids.
I need to know. Click the link, British.
Yeah, hop up here and explain what Maria's been doing with her post about your kids too. It's insane what they're doing to her.
And she's saying that somebody's attacking her kids in here.
Oh. The fake racist. I've seen all kinds of stuff said about her kids and race stuff too.
Wendy. This is out of order. This is out of order. What do you mean why you keep losing your kids to CPS? Do you have any kids, Wendy? Wendy, you need to click the link because you need to be held accountable for this comment. You need to be held accountable for this comment. You need to be held accountable for this comment.
That must be a Maria simp or a Jules simp, because that's uncalled for. That's unnecessary. That shows your character, Whitney, that you are classless if you are going to go to that level because of a YouTube chat. Terrible.
You don't talk about nobody's kids. Where's your kids at? You don't know that woman. You don't talk about nobody's kids. Throw her out of here. You're blocked. I've seen what I need to see. You're gone. You're gone, Wendy. Don't ever come back here again.
Hey, but thank you for asking me to come on, man. I had a good time. I know that it got the chat had a little bit of a, thing, but look, I think that you have a little bit of a grasp of what Chicago Muscle's about, and you certainly know what Maria's about. It didn't take me very long to figure it out either. I mean, it's pretty transparent there. But yeah, man.
But before I let you go, what do you think the best options I should take? Do you think getting the RO would be beneficial, or do you think bringing this to authorities' attention is the best bet?
I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I mean,
because we black people, we don't talk to police at all.
I know. It's with her. I mean, it's a tough situation because she is one of those people that will not stop. In addition to not stopping, she'll keep pumping out lies and disgusting stuff. And you notice she's got no problem with ROs, trying to get an RO. And I don't know. I can tell you this: you certainly have enough to sink her. That you do, and him. Because he's a part of that with her. They were conspiring together, in which the both of them could really cause you a problem if they really wanted to. I think they're both full of shit. No, I'm sorry, or full of it. But sorry about the profanity, man. It's
all good. It's all good.
But I think that you have enough. You do have enough. I don't know. I would sleep on it and see how you feel after you've decompressed a little bit, but it's a tough one. That would be a hard one for me too, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's like you sit there, you think like, I don't want to be no snitch. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's the first thing they're going to say too. That's the first thing they're going to do. Oh, he went to the police, or he went and did this. But nobody's saying that to her or to any of them when they do it. Why is that?
And for all intents and purposes, I am a civilian. I'm not a criminal.
Right. You see, and that's another aspect is that, and and neither am I. I'm not a street guy. Did I run the streets when I was using and do all kinds of scummy shit involved in crime? Absolutely. I've been removed from that for years. So when you're not in the street life, or you're not a crime figure of any kind, and you're a civilian, that's what the police are for. Okay, that's what they're there for.
Here's the Wendy lady. I'm gonna let you up here, Wendy. But the first time you say near cuss word or anything to get my channel in trouble, you're out of here. You need to explain to me why you on here talking about people's kids. I don't want to hear nothing else but that.
So, first of all, I was talking normal in the chat with her, and she started calling me a racist apologist. And then she said something I don't know what, dick or whatever. She's like so aggressive. All I asked was a question because Reddit was talking about it. Like, it made it seem like she's the one that's telling all her kids' business. I don't know. I also heard that she calls CPS on other people. Like, there's a lot.
Here's the problem. When I looked at your comment, it says something about her kids being taken away from CPS. What gives you the right to ask that lady that? You don't mess with people.
She's talking to me in the same way.
But is she talking to you about your kids?
She's calling me a racist, and she's the one faking racist DMs.
Wait a minute, Wendy. Wendy, she's talking to you. She's talking to you, not your kids. She's talking to you. For you to bring that lady kids in, her kids ain't got nothing to do with this. Keep it between y'all. If you and her gonna go at it, go at it. But don't bring in nobody's kids. What's wrong with you? Who raised you, Wendy? That's not respect. That's not honor. You deal with a problem. If you had a problem with somebody, you gonna go deal with a family member? Or you gonna go deal with them? Come on, man. You know better than this. You're a grown woman. You don't disrespect nobody's kids. Leave kids out of it. Why do I gotta tell you this? You were wrong for that. You owe that lady an apology. What's going on between you and her, verbal jousting is verbal jousting. The minute you bring somebody else in this that don't have nothing to do with it, you lose. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? That was a question.
Well, I don't have anything against her kids, but I don't think it's wrong to mention what's wrong with her.
You said it in a derogatory way. You didn't ask a question. You were saying it to be manipulative, to be disrespectful.
No, Reddit was talking about it today, so I wanted to know what's the truth.
At the end of the day, you do not. If you want to bring up somebody's kids, you go to them in the DM. You don't do it in no public forum like this. Okay? How you think that girl feel? How would you feel if somebody did that to you?
She's the one that calls CPS on other people.
How could you possibly know that?
Can you prove that?
She's known. That? It's been posted like a long time ago. I think it's
show the proof.
How could you possibly know? CPS doesn't hand out that information. You realize that, right? So it's just somebody saying that she called. That's not proof.
You're wrong, Whitney. You should be ashamed.
There's no reason why I can't ask that when she's freely talking about racism and get a job, get dick.
So that means go at her kid and start asking.
No, I didn't go. I didn't mention her kids in any bad way. I'm mentioning her.
You were doing it to take a shot at her below the belt. You weren't doing it because you really wanted to know. Let's be honest.
It's fair game when she starts. What
you're doing is you're insulting our intelligence with that statement that you were really trying to know. You weren't. You were hitting below the belt. You were.
Well, she started hitting below the belt, so it's fair
What comedian
game.
do you who do you roll with, Wendy?
Everyone.
No, I have never seen you here. Who do you roll with?
Yeah, I used to be in your chat a long time ago.
I don't remember that. So who do you roll
with?
What
I'm saying though, right?
All of them,
you don't
everyone.
have to go with the kids. I mean, you can deal with her. You know, there's no excuse for that. There's too much of that going
I disagree. I didn't go after the kids. I went after her.
Here's what I want you to do, Wendy. If you ever come into my live again, do not ever mention nobody's kids.
All right.
Don't ever mention nobody's kids.
That's
I'm going to unblock you. And I think you need to send her an email, and you need to fix it. And I'm going to find out if you did or not.
If she
Whatever
felt I was
that fixing
attacking
it may
her
be,
kids, I'm sorry.
Say that again?
If she felt I was attacking her kids, I'm really sorry. I did not mean that.
Okay. Thank you. Hopefully Brittler's got to hear that. I will go in here and you're not blocked in here, I don't think.
What made it probably sting more for Britters is that she's been getting attacked, and her kids have been getting attacked by Maria viciously with posts, nasty posts. So that would probably have more of an effect now after all those posts just went up recently. So,
well, I didn't know Maria was going after me.
Yeah, she was going very low and was taking it there intentionally to hurt her. So I didn't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't see that.
Hey, man, I'm going to hop off, but thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. And you're welcome on my show anytime, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love. And thank you for. Sorry that things got heated. I wanted to try to.
No problem. It happens. It happens. Everybody have a good night and smash that like button.
Absolutely. And Mods, if you could put Johnny Mac's channel in the chat, please go subscribe to his channel. Please go show him some love so that he can on his verge to 100,000 subscribers, pretty much about it. So Wendy,
True Crime Tea has long beef with Brittany.
Okay. All right. So I unblocked you.
All right, thanks, Rio.
And I need you to go make that right. Go make that right. Have a good night.
Thanks. You too.
Bye-bye. Woo, guys. Woo. 30 seconds. We're going to take a 30-second. Jesus Christ. Lord, Mary, and Joseph. What a show tonight, guys. What a show tonight. 30 seconds. For the one of you enjoying the live. For the two of you want me to shut the FF5. Let's go. Here is the link right here. Hold on, I'll put it in the chat right now. Go support Johnny Mac's channel. All right. There we go. Welcome to the live, Tia. Welcome to the live. Okay, guys. What a night. What a night. What a night. What a night. It's been a lot of information was divulged. A lot of information was given out, and y'all got to hear for yourself. Thank you, Lori. Have a great night. Also, please make sure when the live is done, you come back and leave a comment on the live. That helps with the algorithm, helps keep the live, penetrating in the algorithm. And yeah. But before we get out of here, guys, again, if you want to support me and me going through this time that I'm going through, welcome to the live, just saying. Welcome to the live, just saying. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Woo! Welcome to the live, just saying. Just stop past and say hello and hit the like button. Gotta go to bed. Have a great night's sleep, and enjoy yourself. Sweet dreams. Thank you for coming and hitting that like button. Leave a comment also, just saying. Make sure you leave a comment. Very important. But guys, before we get out of here, a couple of things. Guys, I will be doing my first food review with a place here in Arizona. I will be doing that Friday. I will be filming it on Friday. Hoping to get it on Patreon by Monday or Tuesday, and then I will probably be releasing it over here probably Thursday or Friday if everything goes the way I want it to go. Okay? From that, check the community tab for food reviews. Not food reviews. Check the community tab for recipes. There's a lot of recipes I've been putting up. I've been trying to put up 2 a day. I'm probably going to get off of here and put up a couple of more. So, guys, please make sure that you take the time out to check out the recipes and things of that nature. Because I put them up there for y'all. If you want to support Real Entertainment News, Lefty, the Cash App is at The Kid Lefty. The Venmo is at Real Entertainment News. The PayPal and the Zelle is KareemWilliams29@gmail. All donations go towards my bills and my food. I greatly appreciate all donations. As y'all know, when you donate to me, I sing to you. When you donate to me, I sing to you. Please believe it, please holler if you can't, don't bother. And if you don't want to give me $1 in the donut, you don't want to spend any money or give me physical money, pinned to the top, always going to be pinned to the top, is a link to my Amazon wish list where I have stuff on there for me, stuff on there for my cats, stuff on there for, that I may need. It's a wonderful thing. It's about 80-something items. I'm going to try to get it to 100 items by the end of the week, just so people can have a variety of things to look for. It's everything from $5 up to $150, I believe. So with that said, guys, I'm not going to keep y'all too long. I mean, we've already been on here long. Let's just keep it real. And I will see you guys on the next video. Cuban Karen. Video. Can I get $1? Cuban Karen. Cuban Karen, stop being a liar. Oh, Cuban Karen. Stop being a liar. Oh, Cuban Karen. Oh, stop being a liar. Oh, Cuban Karen. Stop being a liar. Make sure y'all comment. When the video is over, come back, leave a comment. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Love you guys. Love, peace, hair grease. Holler if you can't, then don't bother. See you in the next video.